So in this video, I'm going to discuss how to connect MySQL database with Python using Android phone. So first of all, there is a requirement of Termux. So you have to install Termux from Play Store. So installation is in progress. So after installation, you have to do some setups. So still installation in progress. Then now open it. Open Termux. So this is nothing but the first interface where you have to type some command. So first of all, you have to install the MariaDB package. So for that installation, type command pkg install MariaDB. Now press enter. After pressing enter, wait for some time. Now here you will find that it is in progress, but still it is not completely installed. Now if it is not installed, once again you have to type the same command, that package install MariaDB, because sometimes repository may be under maintenance, so that it will not install into your mobile phone. So once again you have to type package install MariaDB and wait for that. Here it will ask for yes, give yes. Then for few minutes, within few minutes the installation will complete, so you have to wait for complete installation. So here you will get progress of the installation. Now installation is complete. Now after installation, what you have to do, you have to type a command mysqld underscore sep dash u root. Now here you have to type control, press control and z. So you have to come out of that. After that, type mysql and press enter. Now you are in the mysql command line, or here you can type various commands like show databases. So whatever queries you have in the mysql, you can type here. So show databases, it will show the databases available. Now you can create the database by using the create database and name of the database. So that is the query available, so you can type that query. So create database and name of the database is data1. Now press enter. Now you will see the whether the database is created or not by using the query show databases and press enter. You will find that data1 is created. Now similarly, you can go into the database by using use data1, so that it will enter into that database data1. So database is changed. Now you can create a table by using create table, name of the table as create table student, create table student, and then you have to provide the various details. The fields are the column names like id, that is integer type, then first name, it may be varchar 20, last name varchar 20. So you have to provide into that query. So complete the query and hit enter. Varchar 20. Suppose if you made some mistake in between, then you have to type the whole command. So you must type it carefully once you want to run it. Varchar 20, press enter. Now there is a problem with this query, there is a issue, so some mistake. So once again you have to type the query for creating a table with the details create table student, create table student, and write it very carefully, because there is no chance, if there is a mistake you cannot correct it. You have to write it completely. So that id integer 20, then first name varchar 20, last name varchar 20. Okay, now your table is created. You can check whether the table is created or not. You can type the query show tables, press enter. it will show you the table is created, that student is created. Now you can see what is the what are the fields in the table. So you will use DESC and student, so that will show you details about what are the available details like ID, integer. Then I will show you how to install the MySQL connector. You have to go to Pydroid app, then go to terminal. Then in terminal type command pip install mysql-connector, mysql-connector, and press enter. It will take some time for installation purpose. So now it is installing MySQL connector into the Python environment. So wait for some time. Now it is completed, installation is completed. Okay, now you can write a program in Pydroid. You can import the mysql.connector package, mysql.connector package. Then after importing it, create a connection object is equal to conn is equal to mysql.connector.connect, and inside the connect you have to pass what is the host name, what is the user, what is the password. So that will create the connection between the Python code and your database. So here is the host is equal to localhost, host is equal to localhost. Then user is comma, user is root, comma, password is passwd root, passwd root, passwd root. Now after having the connection object, you can print that connection object. Now we will check whether the connection object is created or not. So print conn, conn. Now run this program and you will find whether it is whether this program is working or not. There is a problem that the root at localhost. So it is access denied for the root at localhost. So now what you have to do, you have to go to the MySQL command line, whatever we have installed earlier, and type the command select users, select user, and simple bracket and semicolon enter. So now it will give you various users, that here is user as u0 underscore a198 at localhost. Now you have to give the password for that user. So type the command alter user, means this is a query, alter user a0 underscore u0 underscore a198 at localhost, identified by identified by identified by the identified by the root. So you can give the password as a root. Now here you must remember what is the user available. We have user available u0 underscore a198. So that user must be used in the MySQL connector or the in a Python. Now go to the Python environment, instead of root, change this user to the u0 underscore a198. So it is u0 underscore a98 a198. Now password is root. Now you can run this program. Now run this program. Now here you can see the MySQL connection is happened. So it means what, instead of root, what you have to find, what is the user, actual user is there. Now afterwards, after having the connection, you can create a cursor object. You can create a cursor object. So that cursor is equal to cursor dot means connection dot cursor. So that is nothing but cursor is equal to conn dot cursor. So you are creating the cursor object. After creating cursor object, if you want to execute any queries, then you have to type cursor dot execute. and inside the simple bracket, whatever queries you want to run, you must put into double inverted comma. So I will show you how to create a database. So I'm going to create a database. So I will write the query create database, and I want to create a database as a web info. So information, I want to store information instead of student, I want to store information of website. So I am creating a database web info. Okay, web info. Now I will run this program and I will check whether this database is created into the MySQL or not. So I will go to the MySQL command line, and here I will see by using the show databases command, show databases, whether my web info web info database is created or not. Now here you can see the web info database is created. Now go to the Python environment. Now as you have created a database and you want to use the database, so in connection object you have to write this after password comma database is web info, because once database is created you can do various things, means creation of the table, addition of any information into that table, you can do it there, but you must specify the database. The database is web info. Now after specifying the database into connection object, you can execute the command, you can create a table. So I will create a table by executing cursor.execute create table, and name of the table is web. Okay, and inside that web table I want to have the information like for example ID of that website. Then I will have the name of the website, so I will have name as a varchar, name name as a varchar 20, and I will give third information I want to save. It is nothing but uses of the website, so I will have uses, and it is integer, type integer 20. Okay, now after writing this command, complete command, what I will do, I will execute this program and I will check whether this table is created into web info database or not, web info database or not. Okay, this cursor is it is executed, there is no issue, means the table is created. You can go to the web info, so that use web info query to select that database, press enter. Now you are in a web info. Now you can see what is the table, so you can have show tables, show tables, show tables. Okay, there is a web table and you can see what are the fields in the web table. So you will have DSC web, so you will find that there is an integer varchar integer and ID, name and uses. So here we have connected our Python environment with the database. Now there are various queries you can run, you can enter in data, various data. So for that you can see my other video, you will find the link into the description. So thank you for watching.